What's up, YouTube and Facebook? We can stack that off because I'm back. Yeah, we're Not Quite Mint, and welcome to Not Quite Mint. I'm Tom.
Yep, and I'm Rich, and we definitely are not quite mint today, so welcome.
So today is our keys show. It is Tuesday, so it is our key show. So we're going to be running our top 5 keys and some notables of the key comics that we think you should pick up tomorrow, the 30th of September 2020. This year is going so quick considering how crap it is. Should we get into it then, Rich?
Yeah, let's get into it. Definitely, it would be lovely to make a start. As always, guys, if you're new to our channel, obviously hit that subscribe button. There's a little notifications bell that you can also hit so you don't miss out when we go live and obviously release any new videos. Also, Hulk smash that like button down below. That's the best way as a supporter of our channel that you can show support, and it gives us an indication of whether you like the video or not.
Don't give us any thumbs down, always thumbs up.
Always thumbs up, yeah. I think we've only ever had 2 thumbs down, which is quite good going, but we're going to obviously get more on this one now that I've said it. So
yeah, probably. That's probably my fault. I shouldn't have even drawn attention to
it. So yeah, smash that thumbs up and help us out. That's awesome.
And if you're not following us on any of the social media outlets, we are very active on Twitter and Instagram. We do a lot of posts on there, and there's quite a lot of community on there that we can introduce you to as well, which is quite cool. Right. Shall we do these notables then, Rich?
Yeah, we've got a hell of a lot of key. It's a really busy week, isn't it? So we'll get into the notables and then we'll do our top picks, definitely. Yeah.
Firstly, say hello to Ruben. He's popped in to say hello. Hello, Ruben.
Yeah. Ruben Guzman. Yes, is he saying Cowabunga again?
Yeah. Good lad. So where do you want to start, Rich? We've got 4 notables. So do you want any in particular you want to start with? Should we start with XFactor?
Yeah, just start in the order that you've got them on the notes, mate. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So first one up that we're going to make a note of is XFactor. It's not necessarily got any particular reason that it's a key at the moment. They've not announced anything, but it is the second part of the X of Swords or the 10 of Swords kind of Marvel event that's going on at the moment. The only thing they've said is going to be death, rebirth, and corruption is going to be in this one. So yeah, could be quite an interesting one to pick up for that reason. We're going to read it, and Rich is going to tell you why we're going to read it.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things that we've decided to start doing, guys, is that one of the things that me and Tom, we always get involved and really enjoy reading all of the big events from Marvel, DC, or wherever they are. So what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be doing a standalone show that I'm going to probably release on a Monday evening, which is going to be basically our events review show. We're going to kick it off with 10 of Swords. Obviously, we've got a couple of books coming out this week. I think we've got a guidebook, we've got XFactor, and we've obviously got Creation that came out last week. We're going to be throwing the invite out to our YouTube friends if they want to basically obviously come into the if they've been reading X of Swords, because there's no point coming on probably if you haven't done that. But yeah, if you have got a YouTube channel and obviously you're in the UK and you want to obviously join us when we're recording this, which will probably be on Thursday nights, we're going to have a big we're going to start reviewing the events for you guys. So keep your eyes open for that, and but can't wait, really.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. This week, our first episode, we have got the one and only Ben Crampton in to join us for this one, so it should be quite a good one to watch on Monday. We've got Tom in. Tom's here. Tom has actually changed his name recently. I think Rich gave him a shout out last week. So Tom's just started his first kind of YouTube gathering, as it were, and he's doing these I think, did he say he's doing live gaming?
Yeah, a bit of everything. I think that's what Tom's idea is. He wants to sort of just, obviously it's like us with our channel. We're comic books, but we want the channel to reflect our personalities, what we collect, and all the rest of it. And I think Tom's exactly the same over there. He's going to be doing a bit of what he's collecting, comics, and then gaming stuff. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, GP Venom's in as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks GP Venom. Thanks for coming in, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, so. Awesome. Ruben's asking, do you guys have a favourite LCS that you go to every week? Well, for me, I work in the centre of Birmingham, so all of my stuff I either get from Worlds Apart in Birmingham or Forbidden Planet. So But yeah,
I get mine online, so I get mine from Comic Biz. I used to get my stuff from Collectors Assemble in Banbury. They are good lads, but the price was a little bit too much for me, so I had to jump ship because of this whole COVID situation. But yeah, I tend to get mine online. Crampton's in.
Oh, you missed the shout out already. We did mention you, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
God.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, mate. Just be prepared. Be prepared.
We've got these backed by popular demand.
That's it, definitely.
Right, next notable, Rich. You want to take this one?
Yeah, cool. So we'll move on to Immortal Hulk, and it's The Threshing Place. So this is a one-shot tie-in. Now, we obviously had Immortal She-Hulk the other week. Mixed reviews I've heard on that, but obviously it linked, that one linked Empire to the stuff going on in Immortal Hulk, and obviously what's happened to the She-Hulk. This one is a key because we've got a first appearance of a character called Rebecca Green. But then basically in Immortal Hulk, there's the Hulk's been sensing that there's another gamma mutate about. So we're not too sure whether this Rebecca Green, funny name, imaginative, is actually like this other person, or whether we might have another first appearance as well. There's been talk about like a gamma irradiated baby and things like that. So
okay.
Yeah. But first appearance in this one, so it's one I'll be picking up because I need to get back on the Immortal Hulk bandwagon because it is really, really good. But yeah, that's what we want to look at, mate.
So is it you said about the Rebecca Green? Because I've read a little bit of the synopsis about this, and so they're not saying necessity, whatever. They're not saying that she's the one that's got the gamma power. She could be, but there might also be another character. Is that's what you're saying?
Could be, yeah. There's been a couple of basically it's been building up that there's more of these gamma irradiated characters than we first thought. There's like obviously this whole thing with the leader and the Green Door and all that kind of stuff, and who's controlling the Green Door. And I believe that there's a further character that's obviously being introduced, and it's been rumored for a while. It's popped up over the last couple of days that it's a character called Rebecca Green. But again, there's been talk of like, is it actually something else, or is this the person? And again, I think we'll know in the morning because obviously everybody will read it. But yeah,
just so you know, mate, your wife's arrived.
It's quite interesting. Is it? My wife's just arrived.
Yeah.
How weird is that? Come to see my sister-in-law. But yes, she'll be on. She'll be telling me off soon. She'll be telling me to shut up.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. I mean, thank you for that, Rich. I mean, I don't know much about the Immortal Hulk. I've not actually read that much of it. Did you read the? Oh yes, you did. I caught the video with you and Dino talking about Immortal She-Hulk.
Yeah, Dino didn't like it, and I watched Geeky Guy Collectibles. I watched it. I had it playing through the car speakers when I was driving home, and he had Ben on as a guest last week, and they didn't enjoy it either, and I understand why. I didn't think it was a great thing, and it was only a one shot, but I thought that the bits where it did kind of try and make sense of what happened to She-Hulk in Empire, and then the importance of what it has with what's going on in the Immortal Hulk. They did that bit good, but again, it's only because I've been trying to catch up with Immortal Hulk that it made that wider amount of sense, really.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, yeah.
Cool. Should we move on to the next one?
Yes, mate. Go for it.
So the next one up is Spawn issue 310, and it's still a record-breaking comic going on. He's just going to keep plugging that, yeah? He's just going to keep saying, it's record-breaking. Yes, we know, Todd, because you're the only one still going with the numbers. But this one has apparently got a first appearance of a new hero, possibly a new villain, and there is the first appearance, or there will definitely be the appearance of Spawn's new armor. And actually, I think me and Rich have discussed this before. I think this is the first cover appearance of Ninja Spawn, but we're not entirely sure on that one because I think he's done it before.
I think, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, my understanding is, and I had I had all the numbers right down. I think it was on something like issue 297 or around about that, just before issue 300. And I think there was like it was like a tiny little, background thing, potentially just on the front cover, and then. But then, he's potentially appeared like in the background in the panel as well at some point. Whereas I think because it was Todd McFarlane who'd actually, I think, put out onto social about this particular book. Obviously, we've got this awesome looking McFarlane cover, but also Todd alluded to the fact that it was the first time that a ninja spawn was going to be involved in the main story. So it was going to be an interesting one to see if that actually turns out to be true.
Yeah. Comic Gaming and Figures is in.
Thanks for coming along, dude. Thank you very much.
Welcome all.
Welcome, indeed.
Yeah, so I mean oh yeah, we've got one more. Sorry, my bad. We have one more notable, which is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 50.
How could you forget?
54. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Did you want to take one?
Yeah, I'd say it's one of those ones. I mean, I do like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I haven't been reading it since we finished the Turtles Mighty Morphin crossover. There's been that much other stuff coming out. I've kind of lost touch with it a little bit. But yeah, it's a first appearance of a new character. I've got the name down as the Imperial.
Yes, yeah, that's what I read.
So it's a proper first app, apparently. We sometimes get caught out, don't we, with these IDW and like the Turtles and stuff when they say that there's a first app. But this is apparently an actual bona fide first appearance, and it's the Omega Rangers are going to come to face with this new enemy who's called Imperial.
Imperial. I'm not sure if she cameoed in the last issue or where they covered with the Omega Rangers, where like at the end of the issue you see a new female character that you didn't quite expect to be, and then I don't know if that character is this person that they're naming. I'm not sure, but it is what it is. I'm definitely going to read it because I've enjoyed the Power Rangers. I enjoy dressing up as Power Rangers. What? Pardon?
What you do in your own time, Tom? That's just fine. You and Ben, because Ben likes wearing different things. Maybe you and Ben could get dressed up.
Me and Ben can do a video on dressing up as Power Rangers.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. He does. There you go. Can you say Mighty Morphin really fast 10 times over? Does it become a swear word or?
I don't know. I'm not even going to try it.
Morphin.
I'm dyslexic, so I'll be saying mighty bashing or something.
Mighty Muffins. That's what
Mighty Muffins, yeah. Mighty Muffins. Right. So, shall we get into this top 5 that we think that people should go and pick up tomorrow?
Yeah, it's exciting. Top 5. I think I'm looking forward to it.
I think so, and I know this first one that we're going to cover isn't necessarily a brand spanking new key because it's technically a reprint, but we're looking at this homage that they're doing for Giant Size X-Men. So it's been 45 years since we had our first Giant Size X-Men with originally written back then, and it was such a revolutionary comic. Like it made it kind of, the X-Men got really gritty after this. You had more like interracial people come in from different international countries and all sorts. You got Colossus. I mean, Colossus is in this. He's my first love. I absolutely love him. He's brilliant. He's my favorite character of all time. So this one I'm really excited to get, and I like the idea that pretty much every single page is done by a completely different artist, and all they've done is redraw each individual page, which I'm really, really excited about reading and picking it up.
Yeah,
there's 37 artists, I believe.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I've not actually ever read this Giant Size X-Men issue 1, so with all the first appearances that it's known for and all the rest of it, it's I know it's your absolute grail, Tom. So
yeah, I want the original.
We need to obviously work on the original, but yeah, I like these types of tribute issues, and I think with the obviously X-Men coming into the MCU and all that kind of stuff like this, because as you say, it's original artwork but retelling the story or whatever. it should be pretty. It should be. It could. I think it's got a real key potential going on, because if you haven't noticed the giant size XMen prices, it's a bit like the ASM 300 prices. They're just going.
They're just going skyrocketing. I mean, I at the start of lockdown, I almost, because I had a little bit of money saved for a rainy day, and I spent it pretty much trying to keep alive during the lockdown period. But I almost thought, do you know what? I could just buy one of these, and I wish I had, because now I cannot afford one. Literally cannot afford one, and it's ridiculous. I would say hello to Dean. I did notice you popped him up, and he is in, but he did replace me last week, so I'm a bit bitter about it.
Yeah, he made all kinds of threats as well, Tom.
I know, yeah. I heard him. I watched the videos. I can see that he's after my spot. I mean, God, to go away.
I did have a few worried text messages. I did. Oh, is Dino taking over, mate? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? You're changing it.
Hold on a minute, Rich. What's going on? Is this not quite Tom? Or what's going on here then?
Too easy, mate. Too easy. That's what he did.
I'm a sensitive soul.
Don't we just know it? No, it's all good, man. All good. It was good. And yeah, thanks ever so much for helping me out on last. That was really, really cool of him.
100% thank you, Dino, for replacing me last week. I mean, you did a grand job. It was a really good watch. I only caught the start of it when I was on holiday, because I only had a very small bit of signal. But I did catch it all on Monday morning, and I thought it was really good show. I thought you did a great job. Please don't replace me.
Well, Dino's always welcome, obviously, on as anybody else is with if you're
all welcome. Pop in.
YouTuber type of person, you're always welcome to come and help make a guest appearance on our Thursday review shows. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Right, should we get into the next one?
Next up
is the Three Jokers issue 2. Do you want to take this one, Rich?
Yeah, I can't wait, to be fair. I mean, if you haven't read the first issue, I'm really sorry. It's big spoiler. Obviously, we had the situation in that where it was Dick Grayson ended up effectively, from what we would, if a bullet to the brain means you've killed somebody, he effectively it would appear, has killed one of the three Jokers in the first issue. So, as I say, it came out a month ago. You need to have read it. So I am so excited to see how this bit's gonna come about. I mean, who knows what's going to happen really after what happened last issue? So keep your eyes open for it. There's what is the 5 covers, the 1 in 25, and so there's 7 covers and the 1 in 100 covers for this.
Yeah.
Which is insane, and it's not a cheap book either, is it? So it was about £6.50, £7 or something.
No, not at all. But those covers, I think are they the ones you started collecting with the retro colours? Yeah,
so I'm going to try and pick up those. Yeah, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 25s. I managed to get one, but whether they'll have them spare next when I pop in tomorrow, I'm not too sure. But I'm going to try and get another one. Try and get all the 1 in 25s.
I agree with that. It was a superb issue, the first issue.
Yeah, definitely. CGF.
Yeah,
because comics, gaming, figures is
it's a bit of a mouthful when you're dyslexic.
Yeah, but CGF, you are too right, mate. It was amazing. Love that issue.
But I mean, am I right in saying that this issue is focusing on the backlash on Red Hood and what Batman's going to do about it, and kind of what the other 2 Jokers are going to be doing about the death of the Joker? Am I right in thinking that it's there's the comedian, there's the criminal, there's comedian, the criminal, and then there's another one that they've named them, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, I don't.
Comedian, criminal, clown. So it's the comedian, the criminal, and the clown. And I think it's the clown, the one that's been shot, and he's dead. So you're left with the criminal and the comedian. So I'm interested to find out how there's 3.
Yeah. Because we don't really know what's gone on there yet, do we? So there's got to be some kind of resolution ultimately in the next issue. But yeah, it's I mean, this one, judging by the cover, this one I think is going to be the criminal Joker that potentially has a focal point. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, Ben saying he read it today. Yeah, good man.
Hero. He'll be ready to talk about it on Thursday when he comes in.
That's it. By
popular demand.
I'll be reading furiously as much as I can tomorrow in my breaks and after work, but definitely just to catch up.
Yeah, we've got a strong list this week, haven't we?
Mega strong list. So with 3 Jokers, can't really say much more on that, mate. I mean, you're excited, aren't you? So
I am, yeah. I mean, you've pretty much said everything I was going to say. So yeah, do you want to move on to the next one?
Move on to the next one, and you take it, Tom.
Right. Okay. So the next one is Shang-Chi issue 1, and this is I think it's possibly one of his. I don't know if he's had an actual ongoing series of his own. I couldn't find any research on that. I don't know if he has.
Shang-Chi was the master of Kung Fu. So
yeah, so he has his own single.
So it was his own thing. I don't know if this is the first time he's had like a self-titled sort of run or whatever. But yeah, he's obviously been around a while. They're doing obviously the Shang-Chi film with the NCU that obviously had to be paused filming because of wonderful pandemic like everything else. And yeah, it's I think it's looking pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, it's going to be an epic tale of family betrayal and justice. And apparently there is a first team appearance and actual first appearances of the 5 Weapons Society. So you've got Sister Hammer, Brother Staff, Brother Saber, and Sister Dagger. And they're all to do with this secret society that Shang-Chi's dad was a part of. But he's died, and now Shang-Chi is supposed to take his mantle. But it's an evil society. So, and he's a good guy.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I know, like this, the first appearance. I think it's in issue 2 where I think he has a fight against Sister Hammer. So it's like, yeah, like obviously this is going to set the scene, and then we're going to, obviously build on. I'm going to be interested to see, because obviously I'm reading Firepower at the moment, which is the Image title. I bought the Prelude graphic novel, and I read that the other week, and so I'm all up to date with Firepower. So I'm going to be interested to see if I enjoy the feel of this one quite as much as Firepower.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not a similar concept, but I suppose they're both doing kung fu, I guess. So it's going to have a similarity. So it'd be quite interesting. Yeah, actually, it's a good comparison.
It's that whole, like, it's just that martial arts type of genre, isn't it? It's going to be, I grew up watching, I watched, all of your stuff, like your Bruce Lee type of films. Really,
he was awesome.
Fan. And then, all your Jean-Claude Van Damme stuff like Bloodsport and Kickboxer, all of those were like, they were my jam. They were.
Mate, I completely forgot that Kylie Minogue is in Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's right.
It came on the other night. I was like, oh my God, this movie is so bad, it's good.
Yeah, it is one of those. Yeah, it's like kind of a classic. Same as the Mortal Kombat movie. There was a couple of Mortal Kombat movies, I think. So I remember them as well. Movies. Terrible, but good.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Mortal Kombat movies are awful, but I love them so much because I love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Right. So Shang-Chi, loads of first appearances. Don't miss out on it.
Absolutely. And if you can get this cover, because apparently it's quite hard to get hold of, this is the first cover appearances of these characters as well.
Yeah, it's something like a Dirk Ruan or Dyke Ruan cover or something like that. So this is going to be like the kind of official first cover appearances of this what is it, 5 Weapons Society. So
5 Weapons Society, yeah.
So check them out. Right.
Now we're very excited about this number 2. I better go and do it quick. So on number 2 on our list is Department of Truth, written by James Tynion, and we're loving James Tynion's run on Batman. So I'm going to let Rich take this one. So do you want to tell people about this one, Rich?
Yeah, cool. So this again, writer is James Tynion, artist is Martin Simonson. I'm not familiar with his artwork, but it's obviously I have seen a couple of like pictures from this book, and it does look really, really good. It's one of those ones where there's a lot of hype around this, and I just hope that the actual story is written as well as James Tynion normally does, like what we've seen with Al Ewing in We Only Find Them When They're Dead. I just hope that this like delivers on that level. There's a lot of retailer exclusive variants. The one that we've got up here is a Megan Hutchinson one. It's limited to 500 copies worldwide, and I really like this cover massively.
I think it's a beautiful cover, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's a 616 Comics exclusive if anybody's looking around anyway. But yeah, what can I say? I have I have kind of like spec'd on this one a little bit. So I have ordered a couple of like standard covers and variants. There's a Jenny Frisson standard cover as well.
Oh, nice.
Which is just a standard price as well. So it's good. And I bought I think it's a Gandolfini or something like that, the 1 in 50 cover, because it's like a bit of a homage to the Marilyn Monroe Some Like It Hot scene, which is quite good, because it's all set from what I'm aware of. The premise of the thing is that it's set in that sort of sort of realm of the 1960s, where conspiracy theories and all that are coming off. Now, the idea being that the Department of Truth is this government organization that suppresses those conspiracies. So it's a guy, the whole selling point of this is that somebody finds out that all the conspiracies that he's ever heard about are actually true, and it's this Department of Truth that goes around suppressing it. So God knows what we're going to see here. We're probably going to see aliens and monsters and
who killed JFK.
Who killed JFK? I'm so excited to read this. It sounds right up my street, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not normally into this kind of stuff because I'm not into conspiracy theories, but this definitely hooked me in from reading the synopsis about, like, this guy discovers that all conspiracy theories are true, and he then infiltrates the Department of Truth to find out why they've covered up and how they've covered it, and actually how far it goes. To like what else they'd covered up. I thought, excellent, what a great idea.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you take it that James Tinian's obviously the big sort of hit at the moment. Is he because it's Something Killing the Children he's writing, which is obviously blown up massive. But is it Wind? Am I right in saying that he's writing Wind at the moment or something like that?
I'm not sure, mate. I mean, I know he's writing the Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah, so there's another one, and I think it's Wind that he's been writing as well. I think that was a bit more of a slow burn, but a lot of people are jumping on that one at the moment as well. So don't sleep on this one, guys. As I say, I do think the first issue is going to be quite widely printed, but it's one of those worthwhile picking up, definitely.
Hi, Griffin. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, Luke?
Yeah, how you doing, Luke? You do all right, mate? No worries, dude. Yeah, crazy mad day. Everybody's having those today.
I've had one of them today.
All a little bit fried. All a little bit fried. Totally understand, mate. No problem. So thanks for popping in, dude.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Luke. Right, definitely. So we're on to our last and final one that we are looking forward to, very much so, to pick up tomorrow, and that is Batman: The Joker Warzone. I'm really excited for this one. And I kind of going to let Rich talk about this because I've read it and I don't want to spoil it for anyone before Thursday, as it were. But yeah, do you want to take this one, Rich? Do you want to tell people why it's a key?
Yeah, effectively, it's one of these ones now. This is for correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is tying directly in with Joker War.
Yep.
And I think it's going to basically deal with that. I think I've spoke about it before that we've had a lot of in the main James Tinian Batman books. We've had a lot of dealing with the core issue of like Batman and Alfred and sort of like individual characterizations, and we haven't really seen the full scale. We know that Gotham's under attack and all this kind of stuff. So I think this one deals more with that what that wider element, I think, of what the Joker's doing. I'm hoping it obviously is a Joker centric book, so that's my understanding, is that it's more about obviously that exactly what problems are being caused in the city, and obviously with the Joker having obviously all these resources at his disposal. So I'm looking forward to that. However, the one other thing is that there are a couple of is it 4 first appearances or 5 first appearances in this? So we've got
there's 6, I suppose, because one character changes their name.
So potential. So do you want to run through, without obviously giving too much away, do you want to run through the characters as you?
Okay, so there are there's lots of little stories in this. It's not just one whole story, so it's written by lots of different writers and artists. James Tinian does the main one at the start, but I'm not going to tell you about that one. But there is a story about some characters called Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, who are Joker's henchmen. So that's 4 new appearances. Also, Poison Ivy has her own little story in this, and she goes from being Poison Ivy to Queen Ivy. So that's the first appearance of Queen Ivy. And then you get a first appearance of a brand new villain called Henchmaster, who essentially his character is that it's not just hench, he teaches henchmen to be henchmen. So he's quite a cool character, and he's very interesting to read about, but I'll talk about him a bit more on Thursday. But there is one little story in here that is kind of like a prologue or a prequel to an upcoming Luke Fox Batwing story. So this is the kind of prequel to that, and it's a very, very well written bit of stuff. So I recommend getting this book for that tiny little bit of a story. It is amazing. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's it all in a nutshell.
Yeah, so definitely, it's one of those. Obviously, the DC books come out obviously in America, so it is possible to find them out there, isn't it? Obviously, to get them read. So do obviously, for if you do get to pick one of these up and you're a Bat fan, you're going to be mad if you miss out on this. So 100%, guys, do get this book. It's our pick of the week from a key perspective. It's going to be interesting to see if it takes the double. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if we pick up the double threat of not only with it being obviously the key of the week, but also will it be our sort of story of the week as well. So that's going to be something to check out. Definitely. And he's back.
Sorry about that. My neighbour's having renovations, and he's just drilling some holes in the wall. He's just letting me know.
So if we hear some drilling next,
so if you hear some drilling or you hear me scream, stop. It's because it's come through the wall.
No worries. So definitely check that out. And also this story, Ben will be here. Glad to hear about this one because it features Clown Hunter, I believe, as well. So Clown Hunter's in this because Ben has this. I understand he's a cool character, but Ben really loves.
I have to be honest. I agree with Ben. I think Clown Hunter's cool, but I probably like him for a completely different reason. I like him because he hunts and kills clowns, and I hate clowns.
Good call. I'm indifferent, but he's a cool character, so yeah.
Oh yeah, he's cool, and no, I'll talk about it on Thursday because I've read it.
Yes. No spoilers, no review. This is about the keys.
It's about the keys.
Lots of keys.
It's very worth getting.
Definitely, 100%. So we're all done, aren't we? We've covered all the keys.
That is done and dusted. So thank you for everyone for popping in the chat and having a chat with us. We will be back on Thursday with Ben from Straight Out of Crampton. Here we go. So I'll let Rich finish that sentence.
Oh dear. Are you sure that's drilling, mate? Because that sounds like something else.
That's how thin my walls are.
Have you been on the beans, mate? That's fair. Oh my God, that's impressive. Anyway. So there we go. So leaving Tom to his embarrassing burst of flatulence there. We'll close things up. So. Anyway, at least the guy knocked on the door to let Tom know. Brilliant. That's so good. Anyway, so make sure that you do come back on Thursday. We've got Ben from Straight Outta Crampton be coming on and doing the review show with us. We also are going to be doing a couple of them. We've got another unboxing video coming out at the weekend. It is one of that Spider-Man Booth Superior V13 boxes. So I've got it here ready to record the opening there in a bit. Excited. Doesn't
happy days.
Come it up. But yeah, so thanks ever so much for hanging out with us, guys. Thanks everyone, ever so much for everybody in the chat. Make sure if you are new to us that you do obviously hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, smash the thumbs up, because that's the biggest way that you can show your support for the channel.
Not the thumbs down.
Not a thumbs down. See, no, we don't talk about thumbs down. But yeah, smash that thumbs up, guys. And as I say, just from me, obviously just take care, and we'll see you Thursday.
I'm going to say stay safe, stay sexy, and see you.